Okay, I've been up for some days, I ain't got time to lay. Just to drown out all these thoughts, I tried all kind of things. If I take you to my past, you will be traumatized. Got 1,000 kids outside that's trying to come alive. 99 took out your wallet, had to relocate. Told the dogs I bring it back, it was a still a fade. Before no Cardinals, baby girl, she played the tourist guide. Got the keys into my city, now she notarized. Got new money, got new problems, got new enemies. When you make it to the top, it's the amenities. Packing out Toyota like I'm in the league. And it ain't a mosh pit if ain't no injuries. I got him, stage diving out the nosebleeds. And she hit that booger sugar till her nose bleed. Bouncing forever, she on both knees. She was talking about forever, got a whole week. Plus you know my baby mama is a trophy. She be throwing up the beats, feel like we both bleed. She keep my jumping out, feel like I'm Moby. I'm way too gold for this beef, feel like I'm Kobe. Yeah, this right here is astronomical. I see you picked up on my ways, I feel responsible. They're trying to say that all my problems is improbable. They keep itching at my spit, I'm diabolical, you feel me?
Happy Sunday, traders. Welcome to episode 121 of TA with me, Mitch Ray. Could be doing anything where you're choosing to hang out and do technical analysis. For that, I'm quite grateful, as always. Hope you've been having a wonderful weekend. Bitcoin's just been going through some pretty nice downsloping consolidation, despite a little bit of volatility. You know, stupid wicks, all right, great, we've seen that. It's kind of become a thing, right? We had it here, and we just had it yesterday, where we fell all the way down to 6,500 and busted all the way back up. And so I don't know. I didn't use this wick right here. It didn't make sense, and it seemed like when I used just these wicks, it played out pretty well where we respected it, at least with candle body closes. As soon as we ran up and we rejected that 50% retrace again, we broke down, right? We bearishly engulfed, but somehow, some way, we're still holding above the upper trend line of the bear flag that we had been in for like 2 weeks, and then we finally broke out of it with a little bit of elevation in volume. But you know, as you can see, as we kept making higher highs, we kept losing our volume, kept losing our positive momentum. And then up here, we showed some bearish divergence on the RSI, high, higher high, lower levels of relative strength, and then broke down, and still just consolidating right now. You know, so one could honestly say maybe just using the wicks if we wanted to try anyway. All right, could just look a little bit like this. I mean, that's pretty nice looking. Okay, that's the type of consolidation you want to see after a nice move up, down sloping and showing a lot of strength and support here at this trend line. All right, staying above the 200 MA, staying above the 20 MA for that matter. Pretty far away from the 50 though. So look, we measured this last night from the bull pole measurement, right? From the breakout. If we could break out of this and get some volume this week, we could see prices as high as 7,050. Okay, so something to be optimistic about. Impulse up, contrasting consolidation, always healthy, gives people the opportunity to accumulate. And you can clearly see all this rejection down here. Too much demand, push this thing up. A lot of rejection below these prices. So nice, very good to see. So let's take a look at chat again. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I know I've been having a good one. All right. What's up, Princess Riley? Once vet. All right. V-Chain doing things. I gotta use another pen. This one is like, I don't know, really slippery. It's tough, man. Yeah, slippery's gross. What's up, Arthur Beeswax? Johnny Crypto Knight. Yeah, you're right. Maybe we could see if it could be Omega. I don't know. Omega Lul too. It could be that. What's up about the real Stagger Roach, man? Good to see you. Yeah, Mike Check 212 or something. What's up about ONT? Wait, what's up, Crypto Tiger? He wants ONT. Wow. Sorry, dude. My mind is getting ahead of itself or behind itself. I don't even know. All right. What's up, Joel J? Felipe, hello, man. Oh, coming in from Bessemer. Good to see you, dude. Good to see you. Always happy to see a Bama brother. Welcome, man. Welcome. That's very cool, dude. What's up, Chris Irwin with Irwin Coffee? Drinking some right now. Getting amped. Getting ready for this show. What's up, JD? B-Slice. He is but simple B-Slice, man. Then we have Randy Bobandy, Beetlegeist, Beetlejuice's third cousin or something. Jeremy Ragsdale, the X Factor Jesus man. What's up, Rob N? BG, D Tiller. Yeah, everyone likes ONT. Heck yeah, man. What's up, Chaylin, man? Chaylin, how we doing, man? How we doing with the new emoji balls? How's it coming, man? Give me status update. What's up, Gurney? Third Eye Trader coming in on Twitch. Does the lighting work? It has not changed once, so I guess it's not working right now or something. Let me know. Maybe I need to reset it. Just tell me. Yeah, remember, if you're just enjoying this live stream, you want to support me, you want this show to gain more exposure to the crypto sphere, to the world, all you got to do is hit that like button. Looks like it's working. Awesome. Thank you so much for the test. All right. What's up, Jerry Martin? Thanks, Third Eye Trader, man. Hey, SY Lennon. Julia, the Jesus Lady. Let's go ahead and play the Jesus chimes. Pay respects to all the Jesus peoples in the house. There's a decent amount of y'all, all right? What's about Crypto Profits, man? Miss Taxi Driver. Essex Hammer, come on, England. Alright, on the list. Hey, Sean Coons, he likes the music. I'm glad to hear it, dude. John Hill said he told Seth, USC. Uh-oh. I don't know if Seth's in here tonight or today, so he might be just off. Alright. Hey, Earth Yaw. Did you miss the live stream? Yeah, you missed it, man. It's over. You're screwed, dude. What's about Phil Centura? Almost through chat, alright? We're just getting through it. This is how I do it, alright? We analyze Bitcoin, and then I engage with you fantastic folks that make this show. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here, alright? Hey, Tim A. SoPro03, hello. Hola to you. Larly, man, hello. I'll take a sip of coffee for Larly. Alright, man. Ah, so good. What's up, that guy? You need to contact me privately. Join our Discord. Everyone, if you want the conversation, look, if you like the conversation in chat, and when this stream ends, the way to keep the conversation going is to join our Discord, okay? Because we have very, very active general chat. If you want to get in on what's going on, I post regular updates all the time. 5 in the morning, when I get alerts and stuff, I'll be posting charts, all right, throughout the day and night. Really good discussions in there. So again, be sure to you know, the description, or excuse me, the link is in the description below for the invite to the Discord. All right. No video, yeah, no video. Real Stagger Roach, man, we're screwed. Sorry to hear that, Phil, man. Well, I'm here working hard for you, okay?
What up, El Rey? Just getting here. Neo, please at your earliest convenience.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mark.
Mr. Damon, man, thanks again. Thanks again for the ongoing support. Throughout all this time, I must say, Mr. Damon, thanks again for the chair. If it wasn't for this chair, my back, I might be dead by now. Really, first streamer to die. I'm sure there's been other ones, but you know, who knows, man? Where I'd be without you, dude. Thanks, dude. Thanks for the $5, and we'll look at Neo right after Ripple, okay? So about Saint of Last Resorts, Sprocket, man. Yeah, sorry, I started a little later today. I might do this on Sundays. If I do 2 streams on Sunday, a lot of times I might skip on a Sunday or something the day stream, but if I go later, hey man, whatever, right? I'm just coming in, giving you the brief overview of what's been happening on the weekend in the markets. I mean, I was just here last night, right? So, it's all good, Fearless One. Forgive you, hey man. It's all good, that's why we have VODs, right? Video on demand. What's up about B-Trail, Gurney? 8 Stewie wants we want Bama, UCF. Hey man, for a little bit on Friday, y'all were struggling with FAU, so they put up some decent points on you. Am I triggered by Bama? What happened? Yeah, Basanta, we got ADA on the list. We're gonna be looking at it, right? You looking forward to more Fat Finger $555 donations? Yeah, man, me too. Looking forward to it. So about Bill Bones, Lord Dumpington, Skyward Man. I'm glad to hear that, dude. Glad to hear that, but you know how it is, man. Like, it's good if you can. If you can't, no big deal either way, man. I'm not going to think any different, and you've always got my support, okay? So, Mr. Magoog. Too many pots? I guess so, man. Too many pots. On the market. Pumping. Yeah, that's right. What's up, Crypto Ganja? Crypto Ganja.
Is that a joint?
Bradford did not get a notification, and that's why it's important to use our other mediums, right? Our Discord, Twitter. Well, Twitter's not like, you know, I don't say I'm live every time on Twitter because it gets annoying. I don't want people to unfollow me just because they're like, oh, he's only using it to say when he's live. Twitch is your best bet. Twitch is a failsafe. It is the most reliable way to get notifications when I'm live, if I'm live twice a day, right? Oh, it's a bull? Okay, sorry, man. Oh, that I just couldn't see. Okay, man. Downslope consolidation after break to the upside after breaking out bullishly of a bear flag. Struggling, we've 6 times rejected the 50% retrace, which is your common retrace from a swing high to swing low, your most common retrace. And you are still within the parameters of the common retrace zone. Okay, so anything in between 6,600 and 6,900 is, you know, subject to possibly break down and reverse your price action to the downside just based on the impulse, this huge impulse down on extremely high levels of volume. We've not seen volume like that really yet. Okay, so that's very, very significant. Everything since then has been pretty scrubby compared to what we saw on the big drop. So that's why a couple folks like Larley and me we've continued to stay skeptical because of what's going on. And I think we're still, even though we broke out bullishly, we still are within a common retrace zone. You cannot take that away. But if we made a measured move at this bull pull bull flag, we'd be outside of that, right? We'd be heading on up to the, you know, maybe the 786. If you look left, you see some horizontal line resistance up here at 7,000, 7,100, okay? So, but again, the measured move, 7,050. All right, let's move on to Ethereum. Ethereum doing things. Holding above, just like Bitcoin, right? There are bearish patterns holding above them. Very good to see, right? And so there's nothing wrong with having a small little, it wasn't even really a valid wedge at the time. All right. So currently what's going on, maybe just a little pennant, a bull pennant. I think this is maybe exactly what Ripple's doing. Ripple's doing the same thing. Nice little small pocket of consolidation that is triangular. Yes, triangular. And so what does that mean? You know what it means. The volume's tapering off in this very small consolidation pattern. So the calm before the storm, big moves coming to the upside or downside, all right? So just be prepared and keep your eye on the chart, set your alerts up. Just change the color up so it's not confusing. Great though, man. Great little pattern. You know, a move to the upside, a measured move would be nothing. It'd be like 270 or something. It would be just nothing. All right. So, you know, you can trade these, day trading these, whatever, smaller time scale, sure. But, you know, for a swing trade, it's not going to yield you much results. But, hey, in the swing trade, the setup we have, we're in the green right now, okay? We got in on this breakout of the falling wedge pattern. I know Larley's got a much larger pattern, I believe. I wasn't able to... I know you posted something last night, dude. I was just so preoccupied. It's been a very busy weekend for me, all right? So, but, you know, just looking at it like this, despite if it could go higher than our targets... we think that we could see, assuming, you know, the worst doesn't play out for Bitcoin, we break back down into that flag, which we are uncertain of yet. We could run all the way to between 298 and 380, that zone in there. Okay, we know that fib, all right? So that's it, man. We're showing bearish divergence. Look, higher high price, lower levels of positive momentum. But the thing is, right? We broke down, but look how weak we were on the breakdown, and you can clearly see tons of bullish convergence. We're just now starting to show negative momentum, which is, you know, it's building, of course, but bullish convergence is always good, man. Always good. You're breaking down with the bearish divergence, but not by much. So there's a decent amount of demand, it seems, at this trend line. What's going on? So from bullish divergence to bullish convergence on the bottom side, looking okay. Looking okay right now. But remember, the overall trend is extremely, extremely bearish. I think, yeah. So I'll just have to look back at my PMs. Just been tough this weekend, alright? So forgive me. Alright, man. That's it for Ethereum. Cool stuff. Let's go to Ripple now. Oh my god. The Kang itself. XRP is like a rock star, okay. Alright, man. So zooming in real quick so we can see, you know, I'm making adjustments. I did this on the other one. Give me a sec. It's just like this. It's nothing really that big of a deal. Okay.
Love your channel. McAfee for President 2020, baby. The paradigm shift has started. Apollo is here. Have a great one. Go Iowa Hawkeyes.
Oh man, didn't Iowa didn't they lose this weekend? Hey, Apollo currency for life. Thanks so much for the $3.33 repeating, of course. Really appreciate the kind words, the contribution, and the support, man. All right, thank you, dude. All right, so let me just you know, we have a lot of lines here drawn because we have a lot of support looking left. All right, so I'll just get rid of these just so we can keep it simple. Here are our measured moves of our patterns. Congratulations to us for being kings. All right, because we are kings. Can't take it away from us ever. All right, so just you know, decent sized pennant forming, in my opinion. You know, I think this is what could very well be going on right now. Looked like a flag last night, but just making you know, an adjustment. It just looks like you have small amounts of price contraction, not down sloping contraction, right? Because you have higher lows and then lower highs. All right, so a little different than a flag and smaller measured move. Hope that helps. All right, hope that helps. But either way, if you zoom out, you can clearly see what's going on right now. An extremely nice breakout on the Binance chart, the highest level of volume we've technically ever seen. Highest level of RSI we technically have ever seen on this chart. All right, even higher than December Great FOMO levels did we see. Look, we went all the way up to 94 on the RSI. Incredible. Highest level of positive momentum we have seen since February. All right, so this just all the stuff that's happened last week, very, very good, very bullish stuff, all right? When you break out of things, you want to break out on stupid amounts of volume like we got, all right? Just no volume compared to what we saw last week. It's wonderful, all right? Got to at least be happy about that. Maybe Ripple is the canary in the coal mine, foreshadowing of maybe what's to come for the rest of the market, all right? Cool. That's it, man. Set an alert up. You could do a minor, a very small trade, low risk pennant trade. You know, at this point though, your margin's so small because you're so contracted, you're so close to being done. Look at the volume tapering off. As you get towards the end of the price contraction, calm before the storm. See it time and time again. Never fails, all right? Okay, man. Good to see that we broke to the upside during the week, right? On all these coins. And then during the weekend, we've just been all developing this consolidation. Very, very good. This is not stuff we see very often as of late. What we've seen is us breaking out on the weekend on low to no volume. That is what we've been doing over and over and over again for this most of the year. So we've had a little bit of a difference in the timeliness of how we've been breaking out, how we've been consolidating, how we've been moving. All right, so got to be happy about that. All right. Let's go to NEO, to US dollar. This one's kind of interesting, all right? So I kind of like move things around a little bit, okay? You can clearly see a shift in momentum, all right, somewhat. And I'm not saying this is rounding action or anything like that, but anytime you go from lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, all of a sudden, double bottom, now you're making higher lows, your momentum is shifting a little bit, all right? That's not to say we're going to crap out, or because we very well could, because what's going on right now, you made a high, a slightly higher high, bearish divergence on both oscillators, all right? So you got to be careful there. And what do we do from a swing high to swing low? Just a common retrace. We hit that 50% retrace at $20.74 perfectly. All right. So what could be happening in the very short term? Look, you got multiple touch points on the bottom, or on the top, excuse me, and then multiple on the bottom, right? You triple bottomed, 1, 2, 3. So you have a fixed price at $16.22. There's too much demand down here. Someone's just keeping this from going lower. And what happens when there's too much demand? The bots say, okay, there's too much demand. It's time to move our prices higher. So that's exactly what happens. And you start breaking to the upside. People keep buying in. And then you keep on floating along the upsloping trend line of the right angled and ascending broadening formation. And eventually what will happen is demand will dry up. You'll start showing bearish stuff, and then you'll plummet. A lot of times in these patterns, you plummet a lot of times to the bottom, and if you fail, when you hit the top and you break down and you fail to hit the bottom, you make a higher low than this double bottom. That's what we call a partial decline. Looking forward to that. If we can see that, if the overall macro holds up, I guarantee you we could see something like that on NEO, because this market is very much tied to Bitcoin and its price action. Okay, so NEO has a possibility of making a partial decline down here and then breaking to the upside once again. All right. So that's kind of what's going on. You know, other than that, though, I mean, we had a huge wedge we fell out of. Our Patreon setup, our entry was around $14, a little less, maybe like $13.80, $13.90. And the bottom, the literal bottom, was $13.67 or something like that. So we were like pretty freaking close. So I know some patrons are still in this. Still holding this, all right? So you're being very patient, but you took heed of what we talk about with patterns. A pattern that is so large, a pattern that stems back to late January, breaking out of it. You know how long it will take you to hit target. And targets of a pattern so large, if the macro holds up, if things turn around, a 50% retrace from the size of the pattern could put you at $91. All right, and people think it's ludicrous. Of course it could be ludicrous, right? Could be wrong, man. Could be wrong. But this is an extremely large pattern that took the entire year, okay? We were in this pattern for like 8 months. 8-month pattern development. That's a big deal. So when you break out of them and you start making higher lows, and you look at your support resistance zone down here. Oh my God, back from September of 2017, right? Hail Mary time. That's why we said there wasn't bullish divergence on the daily. It was just like, look, we fell below there. We could easily go to $5. So we set up a stop and we went with it. All right. So we've been rewarded for that so far. We got as high as $25, broke down, made higher lows than a previous lows. Good to see it. But if it took 8 months for NEO to develop a pattern, it could take us a couple months or more to ever see $91, to get that to between that retrace, that major retrace zone between the 382 and the 618. That's between $73 and $110. I know it sounds crazy right now, but give it a couple months, give it a few months. If this macro holds up, things are starting to look kind of good around the market, better than we've seen most of the year. All right, that's your NEO, Mr. Damon. Hope that helps, dude. Let me know. Okay, thanks again for the contribution. Let's take a look at some chat real quick. Kappa Skyward. Someone wants XLM. Okay. What's up, Super Arcade 12? Yep, everyone wants XLM. We'll look at it, man. What's up, Jolly Illy? Alex Yao. Thanks, JF Airplane. Glad you're here, and thanks for your support. Iowa should have won for sure. Yeah, man, would they play Wisconsin, right? Well, hey, I really do appreciate it. I love Iowa. If it wasn't for Iowa last year, Bama wouldn't have won the title. Okay, just remember that. No, Nick, I do not. What happened? I don't know what y'all are talking about. Looks like stuff's going on in chat. Uh-oh. Is XRP going to pump tomorrow? We could flip a coin, yes and no. I have a 50% chance of being right, okay? What's about John Miller, man? What's about Martin Debrev? Wants Tron Connect, okay? On the list. Yeah, we'll look at we can look at BLZ. Sure, man. Put on the list. Whew. All right, a lot of requests today. A lot of requests. What's up, Brian, man? All right, let's move on. Let's go to VeChain for Princess Riley. Okay, so I know this could obviously crap out, break down, could be erroneous, whatever. I know there's a channel here, a really nice upsloping channel, makes sense, but you can also see a fractal. All you need for a valid pattern are 2 reaction highs, 2 reaction lows. We've got them both, okay? Not the best looking, but it's still here. I like how we're accumulating with a sell wall up here, all right? Because once this sell wall fills all its orders, there may not be any supply left at this price. The supply may be all the way up here, and that's what the psychology of these ascending triangles could break to the upside, all right? So really, really would love to see us not hit the bottom, which would form that signifies even more accumulation bouncing off the MAs, as we've seen time and time again with these patterns. A lot of times we do not get the opportunity down here again, right? After the multiple touch points, seen it over and over and over. And so what we're hoping for, well, we can see the market, the macro, Bitcoin showing the bullish consolidation after a beautiful impulse.
Is that a joint?
You the man.
Hey, Joel B, man, thanks for the 420, the Jews, man. Thanks so much, dude. I know you're on Twitch too, so thanks for changing the lights all the time, man. I like it. I love the light changes. All right, thanks, dude. So what I was saying was like the macro, how it's starting to come to life a little bit, all these critical areas of support being hit.
Thank you, sir. Good. Team do it without you. Wouldn't do it without you.
Mr. Damon, man, I'm a little disappointed you didn't give credit to your dad, because your dad made you, and you couldn't do it without him either. All right, man. I'm just saying. Thanks, man, for the $10 on the day. The Jesus, man. Really appreciate that. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. You and your family, your Nutella-free family, Mr. Damon. Thank you, dude. Oh, it feels so good!
Thank you for your service, Mr. Ray. Could you have a look at Storm? Greetings from the lowlands.
Hey, Gurney, man, thanks for the 419, not the 420, because he doesn't want to join, it seems. He doesn't want to. Joel, thanks for the sub on Twitch, man. Really do appreciate that always, man. Really, really. Thank you, dude. And Gurney, man, yeah, we'll look at Storm, okay, dude? I just put it on the list. We'll actually look at it right after VeChain doing things, all right? Thank y'all. Love these simultaneous Jesus chimes. Always fun and rare when that happens, but it's always a treat, okay? We cherish it. So what I was just saying with the macro, possibly reversing, turning things around a little bit. It's always fun to take small risk on possible bullish reversal patterns in this context. A huge impulse down, maybe setting up for a reversal. Sure, it could crap out, but okay, that's what we have stop losses for. It's near a low risk, high reward opportunity. That's what we're looking for all the time. This could be one. All right, so a measured move of this pattern will be extremely large. From a breakout, we could see 1.769 cents. So very interested to see how this would play. All right. Hope that helps. Princess Rally. All right. That's it. Beautiful levels of bullish convergence, low, higher low, almost no negative momentum. We can't do anything, man. Can't do crap. Can't sell. Just the selling pressure is just terrible. That's good. That's a good thing. After a breakout of a downsloping channel. Just talking about price action, how that works, all right? Good stuff, man. Okay. All right, let's go to Storm for Mr. Gurney, man, from the lowlands. All right, so first off, just zoomed out, beautiful downtrend. I mean, this is so nice, man. Gotta love this downtrend. I mean, you know, you hate it if you're a buyer, but just for anyone who likes TA, this is just pretty, okay? All right, extremely well-sustained long-term. I mean, since April, we've been in this bear trend, just losing all our value. You know, think about it. In April, at one time, we hit a high of 772 sats. And currently, we're sitting at 122 with the lowest low at 94 sats. Buying in this market on some of these S coins, it's just been really bad. You've lost so much value. So, I don't know, we saw, you know, the huge impulse, then the price contraction with the flag channel, whatever you want to call it, and broke out bearishly. False breakout, getting juked, and then slingshotting back the other way. Sucks, man. All right, so we'll see what we can do. Huh, interesting. Slightly downsloping. Barely. You could almost say it's not. All right. Interesting. So you have two downsloping trend lines that eventually converge, right? So there could be a wedge of some sort. What do you want to talk about? Within it, though, really nice. Look, man, we can fib it real quick in the short term. Look, wow, man, look at this price action. How insane is this? We're in the 618 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. That's insane type of price action. You know what that is? That's an extremely nice looking miniature ascending triangle right there. Wow. Holy crap, man. That 618 being your top trend line. Holy, that's insane, dude. Gotta love it, though. I love the way that looks. Another ascending triangle, all right. Impulse up, consolidating bullishly, possibly. Could go either way, though. Could definitely go either way. Just don't get euphoric. Understand the trend you're in. It's very well sustained. And again, it's been downsloping for quite some time. I mean, since April. All right, so your you know, your relative strength just keeps dying off. Every time you hit the same high, you're making lower levels of relative strength, right? High, same high. Same high, same high. You're really showing, it's like Class B bearish divergence in a way. But from this high to this high. Class B meaning when you double top, triple top, quadruple top, whatever you want to do. And every time you make the same high, you make lower levels of positive momentum. So some small forms of bearish divergence, Class B. All right. Change the color here. So pattern within a pattern. Wow, so crazy. We'll see the ascending triangle plays out. It'd be cool. It'd be really cool, man. We could see that. Just remember, 618, you're in a common retrace zone, making a lower high than your previous high. Could very well break out bearishly, and your measured move would apply to the downside as well. Could it put us back at the bottom of this little possible weird falling wedge, all right? You know, this kind of falling wedge, funny enough, this is the exact same looking falling wedge we had. Well, if you flip the chart around, you know what? All right, keep this in your mind, all right? Let's go to Bitcoin again. Remember that. Now watch this. Here we go. Huge run to the upside, and then look what happened. A rising wedge like that, huge extreme breakout from that. All right, so don't. It's just a different type of wedge. You know, this is the rising wedge. This is inversing what we're seeing on Storm right now. Weird, with the market maybe turning around. Who knows? Been selling off for a long time now. We've been rejected on Bitcoin. Low prices for so much. How many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So many times we've just been unable to break this area for the entire year 2018. This is support accumulation zone, just people not letting it fall, and now breaking out of a bearish pattern, and now showing the consolidation that is down sloping, which is good. All right, so that's your Storm. Hope that helps, Gurney man. Let me know, okay? We've been live for 44 minutes. Remember, if you're enjoying this live stream, please hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks so much for the 219 people tuned in between Twitch and YouTube. Thank y'all. Anytime, Princess Riley. I think the devil's tobacco, they call it the wacky tobacco. I've never heard of it called the devil's tobacco. It's called the devil's lettuce, actually. Yeah, who's it that's doing, if anyone's abusing the wrench, let me know, chat, okay? Thank you. Yeah, Casey, why are you like preventing him from requesting? Trying to figure that out, right? Let me know, okay? Yeah. Oh, Litecoin. All right, yeah, I can just put Litecoin on the list. Give me a second. Alright, heavens again, we're going to have to make precautions, okay, man? We'll just leave it alone for now, right? So just don't do it again, Casey. If there's no reason to, you know, hide somebody, don't do it, alright? Because that's a good way to make you lose your own axe, your own mod status, okay? I don't think you want that, alright? What's the plan for 2,000 subs? Just a standard Viking Wizard Night. Marathon stream, probably. Doug, Bernard. You know, 2,000. Sorry, it'd be our third time hitting 2,000 subs, right? Third freaking time. Oh my god. You're trying to make a new wave. I'm trying to think about that. Remember on Mean Girls? Stop trying to make fetch a thing or something, Capo? Alright. Okay, let's go to ONT again. Someone wanted ONT. They say, everyone says, I like ONT, man. I like ONT. Alright, man, we'll look at it. Okay, first off, better context, down-sloping channel that extends back to, holy crap, the 3rd of May. Wow. Super duper bearish, but now starting to make higher lows. Haven't made higher lows the entire time. I mean, higher lows, you know, in one little spike to the upside, whatever. Okay. That's not really sustainable. You start to make real major swing lows that are higher. That's nice, man. Change in momentum possibly, maybe. Maybe not, because you're still deep within this pattern, within this trend that is bearish right now, right? We had that ascending triangle that looked so good, but then had that partial rise. You know what happens with partial rises? Extremely high chance of breaking down bearishly, which is what we did. Did not hit the measured move, which is always a good sign when you don't make that measured move. Too much accumulation, too much demand at these prices, making a higher low than this previous low down here that stemmed back to the 13th of August, continuing to make higher lows than your previous lows, and now turning things around and showing a little bit of some pennant action probably on the hourly 60-minute. It looked really good, all right? You just have some, yeah, like 2 converging trend lines, okay? One that is up sloping, one that is down sloping, right? Higher lows. Excuse me, yeah, higher lows and then lower highs, all right? So you also could probably just say, maybe, just maybe, it looks like this too, all right? Uncertain. Wow, man, yeah. Whatever. Bull pull, bull flag, or pennant, whatever. You got some more convergence going on. You're starting to make negative momentum, but you're barely making any at all. Looking great on the RSI, right around 60. That looks good. That's good stuff, right? So, you know, pivoted off this bottom trend line. We'll see if we can break the 75% trend line of our fib channel tool and run to the upside. We could hit as high as 618, which is $2.38. And if we were lucky and had more volume, we could go as high as $2.60, right? But remember, until you get all the way up here, I mean, the top trend line of this channel that we're in, you know, that's up at like 350. So even if you get all the way up to 350, you still are within the parameters of this channel. All right, that's it, man. What's up, Jack and Daniel? Appreciate that, dude. Well, if you're, I'm glad you're enjoying it. If you are, all right, man. So Higgins, Kyle. I mean, you know, is it, Kyle, man? Is it? Is it? We haven't even done this yet today. Taking a look in the bottom right. Not my ugly face, but a little bit further to the left is, you know, that ripple little pennant we're looking at. Maybe it's making moves, but it's still within the parameters. We're out of room, aren't we? We're out of room, and I guarantee you could probably just draw that flag we had last night and it still would look good, all right? So either way, if that fails, we could just replot, but, you know, volume's tapered off, and you have price contraction with higher lows and lower highs, okay? That makes sense after such a nice impulse up, and it's good. It's not bad, all right? Sweet. Whoa, Brad. Holy crap. That looks sweet, man. Look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is pretty sweet. Making sure. I mean, it's okay. Bradford, normally you want all 3 of those inside candles to be within the parameters of the large first candle, right? So that's not necessarily the case. So it may not be the right thing, right? It may not be right. So, so I don't know, man. Yeah, but it looks okay. It looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool, indeed. All right, there's your O and T. Okay, man. Okay. Let's go to ADA, to BTC. The thing we've been looking at, we've been keeping our eye on. And look what's happening. We're continuing to run. Bull pole, bull flag, breaking out of it. Bearish divergence, though. Gross on both oscillators. That sucks. But you just got to be happy to know that we've broken out of a pattern that is very well established. It's been going on, developing for many months. Something to always take heed of. We already talked about targets, longer term swing trade targets. Yes. This pattern, I'm sorry, you have to say this is beautiful. This is one you want to print out, frame, and put on your wall for chart art. If you look left, there were tons of supports And this was the 1272. We don't have it pictured anymore for just the reasons of keeping it simple, so I don't confuse viewers with different types of fibs. Fibs are relative to where we're going, and where we're going, we're looking for targets. So a swing high, a swing low between the 382 and the 50%, or between the 382 and the 618. This is where we think we could go, assuming the macro holds up and things are starting to turn around. Okay, could happen. Could happen. But yeah, I know that we also have a downsloping channel. We're within the parameters of that, but this is just a beautiful looking pattern that you cannot ignore. Okay. Sweet. Everyone look at this. Beautiful. Third everything. What happened, Lolly, man? Unfortunately, Lolly, this occupation requires me to talk a lot, so I don't know. Just get caught up in conversation and then come over and it's like, oh, I forgot even what we were talking about at the time, right? Thanks, Sean, man. Just reading some chat, okay? Keeping it balanced on a mild, calm Sunday episode, all right? Because we'll be back tonight in just like 4 hours, okay? What's up, Tito? Thank you for the kind words. Appreciate it. Yeah, a lot of things are doing things, Arcade, and that's like the problem sometimes is like we'll get like 1,000 coin requests in a show, it's like there's no way in heck I'm gonna be able to analyze all of them. There's no way, because they're all doing things, because they're it's like because the big boys are doing things. It makes sense. Oh my god, wow, I'm so stupid. I can't get used to this, man. One day, y'all know, one day you'll get it. Okay, beautiful falling wedge. Beautiful falling wedge. Oh my god, we broke out of it. We broke out. We said common retrace from a swing high to swing low between the 382 and the 618, alright? 2209 and 2959 on 88. This is actually a wedge. I'm going to say it again, that you want to print out, frame it, put it on your wall as chart art. Okay, that's what it is. I know there's a downsloping channel here too that we could easily draw, and we're still within the parameters of that, but if we've been in a pattern and we broke out of it, and this pattern's been in development since really the 25th of April. We're just now breaking out. It could take a long time, a decent amount of time, a month maybe, to get up here, or more. Just remember, that's how long, look, just remember, the larger the pattern, when you break out, the longer it's going to take to hit targets that you're looking for, okay? Ugh, man. The quad streak kills me, man, sometimes. It truly does. It's tough, man. It's tough. Yep, can't see. Yep. Okay. That's it, man. That's it. We got like a minute till the local on the 8th, so I'm just going to kill a little time. Just to hang out with y'all for a second, alright? We're just waiting, dude. Waiting, man. Waiting. Did we? Check multiple time scales, Larly. Oh, scaling. Hold on. Break. Bunch of freaking hooks. Hook. Didn't get that bullish engulfing gain. Maybe on the hourly, maybe, right? We had all kinds of support. Really like, look, you had that impulse up and then you consolidated down sloping. I don't see the truest of true bullish engulfing candle, right? Because you just kept chopping around. But here's a bullish engulfing candle, right? You hooked a bunch of times and then bullishly engulfed, right? So technically, right? Technically, I guess we got the break and go at one point within all this chop, all these hourly candles. So that's nice, right? So technically, would you say? But on the 4 hour, no, just maybe the hourly. Yeah. Let's see. That's not engulfing. So, yeah, man, I think the hourly you got it. But, like, you know, right now we are showing bearish divergence on the 4 hour. So, high on price, higher high on price with lower levels of positive momentum and relative strength and lower levels of volume on higher highs. So, it could very well break down. Very well could. But, you know, I think what's happening now, since we broke out of that pattern, we probably have a channel of some sort, right, we could look at. I don't know, though. It's going to be super steep, isn't it? Jeez, man. That is super steep, isn't it? You just like touch point 1 and 2 and then 3, and that helps you. And then you can see the heart line support, and heart line resistance looking pretty good there. So you don't want to fall below that. But we'll see, man. It's going to take a long... It's not going to happen overnight. This is going to take so long to hit target, dude. So freaking long. Whew. But talk about risk to reward, man. Such a long way we could go. This is just something that could sit in your portfolio. And wow, Bitcoin pumped off that 20 MA and also off that top trend line of the... Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for your local on the 8s. Let's go to Bitcoin. All right. We've got 1 hour. 1 hour until the weekly candle closes, the daily closes, and the 4 hour closes. Can you believe it? Another week's in the books. It feels like just yesterday we were having our bearish hurricane party with green beer on St. Patrick's Day. We've come a long, long way. And thanks so much for being here and supporting me throughout it all. All right, it's been truly a magical journey with all of you. I'm glad to see that we get new faces day in and day out. And we just keep growing, and we're going to keep growing. We're going to keep trying to be positive influences in everyone's lives, and that's it, man. All right, because there's just so much negativity and toxicity all over the internet. We are a safe haven from all that crap. All right. Oh, we hit 100 likes. Thank y'all so much. Really. See, there you go. There you go again. See, I can't do that stuff without y'all. I'm nothing without y'all. Okay. Fantastic. Got the fireworks going. We got the moon going, because why not? Because we are at the moon on Ripple. And look, you know what's great? That we did not fail here and break down to lower prices, and then we're floating along the bottom, okay? And then we break out bearish and high volume. Thank goodness. You know, got to be optimistic, at least happy, because the only way to reverse an overall trend is to make a bunch of higher lows, which we're starting to see, consecutive higher lows over and over and over again. I know we're making lower highs, but if you are to contradict a bear pole bear flag combination, you're starting to do the right things that you have to do. The road to reversal, okay? It's a methodical process. It's not an overnight thing. It's not one green candle. It takes time. It takes bullish consolidation and accumulation, all right? It takes time. Got that bullish convergence going on. From a low to a much higher low with almost inexistent negative momentum. Wonderful to see that, okay? Very good. Is it true that bots trade on the weekend, so these patterns are just sustaining price until the week? I mean, you know, I guess you could say that, right? I mean, that's... And the way the bots work, it's like, if you break to the upside and you reverse an overall trend, guess what happens to the bots? The bots start doing... They're not just evil, bad things, right? They do what the humans want, okay? The people with the money and the power, those bots are programmed by them. And so, like, if we reverse our trend, the bots are just going to start showing bullish patterns, falling wedges, ascending triangles, bull pole bull flags, consistently over and over and over again. Because everything's shifted. The bots are on the side of the trend, okay? And if the trend reverses, look for that stuff. And we are here 7 days a week trying to figure out all that and make sense of it, okay? So yeah, sure, break to the upside and you're consolidating during the weekend. That's perfect. That's exactly what we wanted to see. A breakout right before the weekend, and now we're consolidating and sustaining prices. And while the week very soon begins, the new one begins, all right? Be very interesting to see what happens, okay? 1 hour, a new daily, a new weekly. Gotta be happy. 8 a.m. in Korea. There you go, man. There you go. Good time. What's up, Bones 420, man? The Jesus man from Iowa? Man, y'all, the Hawkeyes, dude. What happened, dude? Y'all could have had Wisconsin. What's up, Boogers guy? Yeah, Power Trade Chief. I think someone was saying something about that earlier.
Is that a joint?
I know it's kind of scrubby, but can you take a look at hot/BTC? I see a wedge with bullish stuff on the indicators. Thanks for making the best community in crypto. You're the best.
Hey, Skyward, man, thanks for the 420 contribution. Really appreciate that. Hey, man, we'll look at whatever you want, okay? Thanks, dude. BitTube. I'll write it down. I'll look into it, alright? I'm just not sure. Chad, is it worth? Is BitTube worth? Ale Borland swag? What do you mean, Joffrey? What do you mean, man? Yeah, dude. Yeah, I bet, man. That game was rough. Hey, it seems just like almost like Oregon, right? Oregon dropping the ball in overtime to Stanford last night, right? And then what about, again, Virginia Tech getting put away by Old Dominion? Who does that? God, they had such a good opportunity, just dropping an easy one. Yeah, Bradford, did you not hear what I was talking about, man? I was like literally talking about what you said. I said, hey man, maybe though. Remember, it's a continuation pattern, so that's like we're not really going up right there. And remember, I've discussed it. You normally want to have your first candle of the 5. The first candle of the 5 needs to be large, and your 3 falling candles need to all hold within that first one, that first large one, and that's not the case. We did not contain that. It looks okay. It looks okay. For the motherland, what's up, Crypto Conrad, dude? Good to see you, dude. Good to see you, man. All right. How are people tipping? Twitch? No, Craig. There's a link in the description below if you want to tip. Okay, if you want to contribute to this stream and see it grow, and you want me to come back every day, you can join our Patreon where there's amenities. We keep posting that. Or you can tip with cryptocurrency via Streamlabs or with fiat via Stream Elements. All right, man? I got the Al Borland swag. Oh yeah, I remember that guy. Someone's talked about that before in the past. We actually looked him up. I actually looked him up and we showed him on screen once. So interesting. Yeah, we're gonna look at hot, Nick. We'll look at hot. TV was like, get wrecked, Brad, get wrecked. I mean, I'm sure I could use the stochastic oscillator, man, but I don't. I don't mean, it tells you similar things that these two oscillators tell you, right? So it's also a Momo indicator. Sweet. All right, man. That's Bitcoin. One more hour till many time scales close and then open again. All right.
Is that a joint?
Hey, Anon, dude. Thanks for the $4.20. Really appreciate that, man. It means everything, alright? Been live for 1 hour and 7 minutes now. Remember to hit that like button, that bell, that sub if you're enjoying this live stream. Thank y'all, okay? Interesting. We never got any kind of, no kind of back test on this breakout of the falling wedge pattern. Never got one. Very weird. But off this top trend line of this wedge breakout, the small one, fell back in and just holding up. And look, Bradford, something similar, almost exactly what you're looking at on Ripple. You also have the same thing on Ethereum, right? It should have been down here. You wanted to have this candle that was pretty much engulfing all three of these candles. You wanted all three of these to be within the parameters of this one. But this it's a bullish engulfing candle anyway. So either way, it's really, really nice. But this wasn't, I don't think, large enough for the, you know, for a perfect rising three methods. Volume looks pretty good on it though, where you had this candle and this candle. Both of them had higher levels of volume than all three of these in here. That's always a good sign, but you know, man, whatever. Let's look at it like a bullish engulfing candle with a higher high than previous high. That's always good. All right, so still looking at the hourly. We can go to the 4 hour now. Okay, got a little pennant going after a breakout. Awesome. Right at that 200 MA, right at that 236, 247.35. But eventually what we think could happen is we could run all the way up between $298 and $380. That would be, that's kind of projected. That's what we think could happen, assuming the market holds up. Okay. Thanks, Joffrey, man. Really appreciate that, alright? Enjoy it. Knock yourself out. Not literally, because then you can't watch, right? The Hawkeyes need a new coach, period. Sick of the overpaid bleep bleep. Man, they get so hyped up in your stadium. So nuts. You have a very cool atmosphere there. Okay, let's go on to Ripple. Remember, big breakout. Big breakout of a channel extends back to February. Highest volume you've ever seen on the Binance chart. Highest RSI you've ever seen on the Binance chart. And then the highest level of positive momentum you've seen since February. Wonderful, crazy stuff on a breakout. This is what makes you feel more confident about real breakouts. Beautiful breakout. And Lolly was one that mentioned a few days ago about a break hook and go we got on the breakout on smaller time scales. So kudos. But either way, now you have price contraction, higher lows, lower highs, whatever. If you run out of room and keep chopping to the sideways or down sloping, whatever, you probably got a flag too. We measured the flag, and what are you talking about, Ray? All right, just like this, man. It's really one or the other. If you're a fractal guy, you're a flag guy, whatever. Just like that. You're not really getting much support. I mean, look, you got 1, 2, 3 wicks here that held support and closed above the heart line, so you got some respect there, but you know, whatever. It's not really down sloping. You can't say it's down sloping consolidation at all, even though you could draw a flag if you wanted to. So if we did break out bearishly, don't think we're screwed. I mean, honestly, a measured move would probably put us at the bottom of the flag, right? Almost certainly. Oops, that's like how it always goes. Well, the measure moves anyway, pennants, right? So, 1 point. What is that? Actually, it puts you down. Actually, a little bit lower. It puts you down at the bottom or the top trend line of the whole channel we broke out of for another back test. If you did break out, we actually made the measure move. But you know, you can have both here. Because I do think that we would probably respect this down here, hit the 618 maybe. All right, but either way, measure move to the upside. God, man. That's a measure move of the pennant. Okay, you could see 73.9 cents easy. Okay, and if the flag broke to the upside, the measure move of that would be 85 cents. It seems to me the pennant is a much better looking pattern than the flag. I don't know if there is much validity to the flag. So for now, we'll delete that because it's starting to look like it last night. And if we break above the pennant, you know, 85 cents is another area we can get to, right? That's it, man. All right, okay. All right. Tweet, man. Congratulations, patron. I know a lot of you made tons of money. I know I made some money on this sucker. finding the bottom at 26 cents. It was beautiful, man. It was glorious, legendary. Whew. Little did we know at the time, though, this would be the leader of this possible new dawn of bullishness we're seeing across the market. Wonderful. Okay. Hey, Jonathan Shep, thanks for the sub on YouTube. The Jesus Man, welcome, dude. Thank you for being here, and thanks so much for the 244 people tuned in between Twitch and YouTube. Gotta love it. Remember, if you're loving Ripple's extremely nice breakout to the upside on lots of volume, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thank y'all so much. On to BTC, man. Ugh, I hate it, man, because it's just like low volume scrub coin, just gross, dude. Okay, our rising wedge played out pretty nice, but hey, holding off that 200 MA, I think, like, and it was tough, man. It was really tough to chart this crap, because just look at the candles, man. Volume's tapered off to nothing, alright. You evidently have a fixed price, not falling below that 15 sat range. Can't break it, can't fall below it right now. So is our swing high in? Swing low in? Uncertain. We're forming some sort of support at 15 sats. Hold on. Awesome. No matter what, I know we're making shorter term convergence here, but look, from this low to this low, extremely lower levels of negative momentum. So that's like Class A bullish divergence in the midterm, right? So, the wedge played out, but the measured move of the wedge was 13 sats. It'd be interesting to see if we hit it. We're very close. We're only 2 sats off the measured move of this crazy, upsloping, converging price action, right? Fell out of the channel or whatever, right? So that's not good. I mean, that's all we had to work with. We didn't really have much to work with here, all right? It was very tough. So, I don't know, man. You're saying that this looks good? Is that what you're saying? Fixed price. Can't use this. It doesn't make sense, right? So you could probably do something like this. And to me, it looks like a descending triangle almost. How do you can't use this chop up here. You can't. Doesn't make sense. A lot of volatility would make it to where we have like no touch points, right? Even like that, it doesn't make sense. You know what makes the most sense? When we get 3 touch points from here, here, and here. All right. Hey, Lucas T, man, thanks for the sub on YouTube. The Jesus Man, welcome, dude. If you have any questions about technical analysis, hit us up in the chat or the Discord. Okay, man? Thanks. So as I meant, descending triangle after such a nice move up. A little bit of bullish divergence, but I don't know, man. Descending triangle, you know what that is, dude. Descending triangle is a bearish reversal pattern in this context, all right? And we could try something. Hold on. Let's try something else, all right? Just give me a second. We could just give it a shot. And I'm going to try 2 things, okay? Dude, the problem is with this crap, dude. You can't, like, the way the candles are with the low volume on this, like, you can't even see if the heart line's being respected or not. So I can't even check my math on my channel which one's better. Since we're down sloping, we could just go with the bottom. But then you could say, oh, okay, but what about this, man? What about this? Couldn't it just be a falling wedge? Yeah, it could. Wow, man. Oh my God, just messing around, testing, trial and error. Yeah, it could just be a falling wedge pattern too. Okay. Falling wedge after a break to the upside. If that was the case, man, we could just fib this thing for targets, and then we could run as high as 20 sats if you broke above, and then you can run to 21 sats too. Alright, dude, it's tough, man. It's really tough charting this crap. And you said it's kind of scrubby. It is. It's very scrubby. It's like I have barely any data at all, and there's no volume, so the candles are all janky, jankety, whatever, right? Bullish divergence and maybe a wedge. I don't know. Okay. It's tough. God, man. Someone was like asking about XLM to US dollar tether because it's like insane. It has gone insane, alright? I mean, the way we had it was, you know, we had that huge impulse down, and then we formed that sim triangle and broke down. Did not quite hit that measure move, and then formed a beautiful ascending triangle. Yes, beautiful. 1 and 2, and then multiple reaction lows, multiple reaction highs, right? Perfect. Pattern, we hit the measure move, went higher, and look where we are. We're above the 1618. Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. It'll be interesting to see how far we've gone from this major swing high, though. What are we at? The 786, maybe? Swing out a swing low? Nah, man, close. Not really. I mean, 786 is here at 31,607. It looks like we did not have one candle body close above the 618 of our major swing high that stems back to July 25th, alright? So, I mean, we should break above, you know, from this swing high to swing low to get our fib extensions. We're above all three of the major ones. Okay, so interesting, man. Very, very interesting. Broke out. Okay, very cool. Huh. That's it, man. What do you want from me? This thing's breaking to the upside. It looks like maybe it's a bull pole, bull flag setup, right? Maybe just a wedge. Either way you look at it, man. Jeez. So steep, man. Yeah, see, like, pretty nasty throwback. Yeah, it was just some sort of little scrub wedge, a miniature. You know, you break to the upside, then you have downsloping consolidation, you make proper retraces, and you break to the upside again. Alright, man, so that's what happens. You just had that pause in your trend, pause in the impulse, and you break to the upside again. Beautiful, beautiful, 3 large candles. Now you're consolidating again to the downside. And you showed that bearish divergence finally. You had not seen it yet, and now you got it, right, on both oscillators. So be careful. High risk areas, very, very high risk areas for XLM. Showing this kind of impending price action reversal on the oscillators. Okay. Interesting. But we could try to do stuff. Let me clean up the fibs. Since we're outside, since we broke out. Very, very tough, man. Very, very tough to mess around with this. Like, even if you plot like that, you've broken out. Look, so let me see. So even if you like 1, 2, and 3, like this, you're still like broken out, right? Oh, that's like perfect. Holy crap. Okay, so you're up sloping like that, right? So 1, 2, and 3 on the top end, 1, 2, and 3 on the bottom end. To see that upsloping price movement, all right? And you're the very, so what are you doing? If you're at the top of some sort of channel, right, you had your impulse down, and we're now using pretty much all the chop from the impulse down, and it's upsloping. You can clearly see that, look where we bounced off of. Look, we bounced off the heart line. Holy crap, dude. This is it. This gives us the math. We check our math. Beautiful heart line respect, beautiful 75% respect, 25% respect. Heartline respect is where we bottomed out before we shot up again. Now you're showing bearish divergence on both oscillators at the top of a channel. This is the highest high. You could not find any higher risk area, okay, if we plot it like this, and we know this is the way the market is interpreting this right now, okay? So please be very careful if you're an XLM. you have the highest percentage chance of failing and crapping out where we are now. All right, that's it, man. New data happened, so now we make adjustments so we can clearly see what's really going on. All right, very cool, very, very cool. There's your XLM. Hope that helps. Been live for 1 hour and 23 minutes now. Thank y'all so much for being here. Okay, all 229 of y'all. I'll read some chat for a second, alright? Let me just keep it calm, okay? Keep it cool. What's up, Pepper Rock? Chris Rodriguez, good to see some faces in here. What's up, Blockchain Bandit Man? Thanks for tuning in. Stop yelling at you, Skyward. Never. I will always yell at you every day, every night. Get wrecked, alright? A lot of XRP talk again. Oh my god. Just waiting for someone to trigger another person with someone saying XRP is better than Bitcoin and will replace Bitcoin. We're waiting for it. Somebody do it quick. Need some drama. What happened, Brian Holman? Better channel? What does that mean? So many coin requests today, y'all. It's ridiculous. Just because everything's pumping, right? Alright. Okay, let's go to XRP to the USD. Sweet, man. Alright, man. A couple things going on. First off, I want to show you something. Extremely bearish downtrend that we had going on. We actually broke out of it. Just maintained prices to the downside. Sucked, man. Really sucked. Just kept on breaking down. But so we know we broke out of one steep channel, but I'm sorry to say that we still have this going on, right? We still have touch point 1, 2, 3, and 4 going on. Let me just get rid of this to prevent some confusion. We're talking about. You can see it, man. You can see we're still respecting the living crap out of this. Okay. Had that rising wedge. Did not hit the measure move. Did not hit the measure move yet. But we showed all this bullish divergence. We showed a little scrub wedge. Not even really, just price contraction. Okay, this is not even really a wedge, I don't think, but it's still played out where you just got pushed in and you were down sloping and you had that bullish divergence not only on the MACD but also on the RSI 3 times. Triple RSI, bullish divergence. Oh my god, when you see triple RSI, bullish divergence, man, take heed of it and know how wonderful it is. It's so good. And then when you get some sort of bullish divergence to boot, man, awesome. Okay. So anyway, since then, you know, just been breaking the upside. Good stuff, man. All right. And so maybe what could be happening right now? Hear me out. Slightly higher highs. Barely, right, man? Barely. So you just got a little channel going on, right? Just almost sideways, but it's just slightly upsloping. And you're still within the parameters, I believe, of just some sort of downtrend. You got a huge impulse down, and we're, you know, just enveloping all of the chop that happened since that breakdown. Okay, and that is your downtrend that you're in. You're still in it. You're just very close to the top of it. And so even if you break out, you better break out on stupid volume because you're going to have this trend line up here, I believe, that will be used as a resistance point. Okay. All right. That's Tron Connect, and in the short term, you know, maybe you have a short-term channel within the channel, right? Channelception. You do have a channel within a channel. What's this guy talking about, man? I can't believe this. Yeah, dude, I'm sorry that you can have channels within channels. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at the charts. Good for you. Okay, that's what's going on. You have one, look, you have a downtrend, a more longer term downtrend, and then in the short term you have a slightly upsloping trend, and then within that you are running up in a very, very short term trend, okay? Hope that helps. If we look at our Fibonacci from our previous swing high to swing low, you can clearly see swing high to swing low. The Tron has run up and it's hit the 786. It's already broken above that that common retrace area between the 382 and the 618. We're outside of that now. We're right above it. Okay, that's good. Good sign. Looking good. So you could just keep on running. Keep on running, showing bullish convergence on both sides, right? You made a low, a higher low, lower levels of negative momentum, and then you made a high on price and a higher high on price with higher levels of positive momentum. That's good. This is very good stuff on the MACD. Nothing wrong with that. And, you know, you're very hot on the RSI. You look awesome. You're right at 60, right in bullish territory. Good to see, man. Good to see. I hope that helps. Whoever asked about Tron, you're welcome. All right. Thanks. Whew. Sure, Martin, man. Sure, dude. All right. God, no one's asked about this crap in forever. BLZ, man, that was like way back, man. It was like one of our first trade setups I ever did when we started the Patreon at the first organization. My God, it's been so freaking long, dude. It's been a very, very long time, and it was nice. It was a great kickoff. Okay, awesome. So just restarting here, just playing around with what's going on. Truly, it seems pretty easy, in my opinion. Oh, that's it, dude, right there. See if we can use the candle body closes. Shoot, man. Where is this freaking anchor point? My God. Move it up. Jeez. So the candle body close and see how that works. So you don't get much heartline respect here as much as you do on the 25. Oh, it's so good on the 25 and on the 75% too. Wow, man. That's it, man. That's like perfect. I know it's not as good on the 50%, but dude, it's still, you can't sustain prices above it ever. You break down, but just you gotta love how we hold up at other areas of the fib channel tool. So nice, man. All right, so I believe within this you had a, you know, let's see if we could just I think you just had a downtrend. Is that a downtrend? And you broke out, right? Just recently broke out of this little channel, the shorter term trend that you were in. right, so you're in a very well established downtrend, and then you had a downtrend within a downtrend, and now you're outside of it, and it seems like you made a beautiful little You're finding some support here, right? You found really nice support at that 1638 area. We can use our fib extensions to see where we are. Maybe at the 1272. That's why we're holding here. Well, let's see, man. 1272. Let's be kings. 1272, but below it, man. We're below it. Dang, man. Very close. So we're using that 1272 maybe as resistance. Constantly. Was that a broadening bottom, maybe? I know it's hard to see, but I'm like running out of colors, right? So you have two diverging trend lines. So price dilation, touch point 1, 2, and 3, and then 1 and 2 on the top, right? So that's just a broadening bottom. It's just a consolidation pattern after a huge impulse down, holding support at a horizontal line at 1638, all right? So you broke out of the downsloping trend in the overall bear trend that's been going on since truly the 10th of May. All right. You're about to get a golden cross. This looks really, really nice. Believe it or not, it looks really, really good. Really, really good. But remember, just for now, swing high to swing low. You're right at that 50% retrace. You're having trouble breaking above it completely, okay? So that is your common retrace zone. After a bearish impulse down, you're running up and you're not above anything weird right now. This is common price action after impulses down, okay? So don't get over euphoric, but understand that we did break out not only a downslipping channel short term, we had a midterm channel. You also broke that 25% trend line. And that 25% trend line has been very, very well respected as a support and a resistance. It's a very big deal, I believe, that you did break that. It's a very good deal. Okay, very good. All right, man. So keep your eye on BLZ. It's doing things, for sure. It's definitely doing things. Okay. There you go, man. What are we talking about, BLZ? Yeah, definitely. I think it's just a broadening bottom. Yeah, broadening. Whatever. It's just a form of a broadening pattern, right? Just a broadening formation. Gotta love them, man. Gotta love them. But they're not down sloping either one or up sloping, so it's not a ascending broadening wedge, not a descending broadening wedge, just a broadening bottom, which can act as a reversal pattern or as a bearish continuation. Most of the time it acts as a bearish continuation pattern, but we'll see. It would take a lot to get all the way back up to the top, man. That'd be extremely impressive if we could ever do that, all right? But it's good, very good, because this 25% trend line has been extremely well respected, and we're outside of it on high volume. I think that's extremely good. All right. Currently sitting at 54 on the RSI. That's a pretty freaking neutral. A lot of bullish convergence going on. Okay. Cool stuff, man. Been live for 1 hour and 37 minutes now. We covered a lot today. $15 analysis done. Pretty good. Okay, we had a breakout of a downsloping channel, I believe, but zoom out, you can clearly see. I think the way it's being interpreted is you got a downsloping support, and then you got the resistance up here, and you've got tons, overwhelming evidence that this heartline is being respected as a Kang, and I believe the only time you broke above it, you could not sustain prices above it for very long, and it was only because of news. That was the day that they announced that, hey, we're going on Coinbase tomorrow. That's why this happened. That's why the disrespect happened. But guess what? It was very well respected, because look where we went to. We shot all the way down at a false breakout of this downsloping channel, okay? But kept bouncing off of it, making higher lows, and we knew that we said this was the lowest area of risk you could probably ever take on ETC to the US dollar down here. You know it. There's evidence of it. It's documented. Okay, and we were showing great bullish divergence. Okay, you went from Class A. Well, there's no types of divergence on the RSI, but it's still very good. You're just making higher lows of relative strength every time you're making lower lows or the same low. All right, very good. At the bottom, and now we broke out of it to the upside. We're just kind of floating along. We've not broken above the 200 MA, but very, very close. I think in the coming days, we've got some big stuff coming, all right? It's do or die time. It's getting to become do or die time for ETC. I really like how the momentum is starting to shift a little bit. You can clearly see it. So it went from lower lows all the way to the same low, all the way to now higher lows. That's good. It's good momentum change. Even here, you had a higher low than this previous low on candle body closes. So that's it, man. That's ETC, whoever was asking about it. Swing high to swing low. We have not even touched the 236 yet. So I think that there's a very good possibility that ETC to the US dollar could run all the way, assuming the macro didn't crap out, which it could. It always could. Nothing's for certain. But if the macro just keeps doing what it's doing right now, we just keep on staying consistent, we could run between 1425 and 1692. That is our range. That is our target range on this little breakout. I think we could run to these levels. Just saying, okay? Hope that helps. Hey, next RL, dude, thanks for the sub on Twitch, man. Really do appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, dude. Cheers, man. Cheers. Awesome. Well, I really appreciate the 216 people still tuned in. Been live for an hour and 40 minutes. Raj Kumar, thanks so much, dude, for the sub on YouTube. The Jesus Man, welcome, dude. Welcome. Glad you're here. Wow, so think about it like this, ladies and gentlemen. In 120 subs, we'll have Viking Night, Wizard Night again. Can you believe it? It feels like just yesterday that we just had Viking Night, right? It was last Saturday, so it's been 1 week, and now I only need 120 more subs for that coveted 2,000. Let's do this, man. Let's do this thing. Leroy Jenkins. Yes, Diego, we did vet. Alright, so what I'm going to do is get out of here. Thank y'all so much for being here. I'll be back tonight, of course. So, you know, thanks again for all the new subs. Thanks for the contributions, everyone. So, until next time, respect the TA.